and it is still, for the second summer in a row, in my heavy rotation. It is peak summer. We are in August. I'm gonna show you the weather outside right now, and I thought now would be the perfect time to show you guys my top 5 summer fragrances of 2024. But before we do that, first here's your reminder. Don't forget to like and subscribe in this video. So we're gonna take a look first at the 5 fragrances I thought were gonna be my top 5 for this summer. And the first fragrance has to be this one here. No prizes for guessing that this was gonna make the list. It's Louis Vuitton's Pacific Chill. I'm gonna leave the notes on screen for you now. We're not gonna go into it too much. But for me, it is such a sweet, fresh, fruity cocktail scent, which can definitely be a very versatile, can use it in any sort of scenario with the high heat, etc. Great pick. Is in the list as my number 1. My second pick, obviously another top glazed fragrance, is Ex Nihilo Blue Talisman. I don't really know anyone else that is raving about this one as much as me. And recently, in recent weeks in fact, I have to say a lot of people have been going off of this one. I assume I've done my job in over-saturating the market in talking about this fragrance here. Therefore, it's had its peak and now it has to have its fall. That's fine by me. I guess I've done my job. I am still rocking this one most of the time. I have to say I wear this probably 3-4 times a week. I don't even see the juice here on this camera. It's gone down a significant amount since I first originally purchased this in February. I think I bought this. That one makes the number 2 spot. Time for pick number 3, and this one I thought was absolutely gonna slap this summer. And that is Oud Gold by Zerof. Have a look. Bottle's absolutely stunning. Big fan. I absolutely love this fragrance, and I just have to say real quick, disclaimer, none of these fragrances are bad. I don't not wear any of these. They still get worn regularly. They're just not my top 5 most worn. Oud Gold is super fruity. If I'm being completely honest, I've probably got more compliments wearing this than any other fragrance, which is quite strange. I wouldn't say it's the most unique smelling fragrance, as you'll soon find out, but it's obviously got some uphill. But anyway, this makes what I thought was gonna be my top 5 fragrances for the summer. Into fragrance number 4, we have none other, God of Fire by Stefan Humbert Lucas. And this one here, heavily popular amongst the fragrance community. Super mango-y, sweet, tropical fragrance. Again, notes on the screen. I'm sure everyone has now gone out and smelled it. If you haven't, it is an absolute banger. But for me, I don't really wear this one so often. You'll soon find out why. I really thought it was gonna make the list. I do wear this often, to be honest, just not in my top 5. So without further ado, let's move it on. And fragrance number 5, it's French Riviera. I picked this one up in February. Big fan of the smell. I thought, you know what, a great daily scent. Super salty, aquatic, a little bit different to anything else I had in my collection at the time in February when I first bought this. I have to say, I do still wear it, but not half as much as I thought I would. Maybe since February, you can tell by the juice there, it's not really gone too much. I've probably worn this less than 10 times, but still great fragrance. I do heavily rate it. I just have better options in my collection, in my opinion. So this is it here, the collection. Let's take a look. We've got Oud Gold, we've got Blue Talisman, Pacific Chill, God of Fire, and French Riviera. All top picks, all of them very heavily popular coming into the summer. But the question is, what fragrances am I wearing this summer? We're gonna start by saying I actually am wearing Louis Vuitton's Pacific Chill often and Ex Nihilo's Blue Talisman. These two here are staples to my summer collection. These get worn at least 2-3 times a week each. So these two remain, which means we can get rid of the other 3, French Riviera, God of Fire, and Oud Gold, and replace them. And the obvious replacement, if you haven't been following me, maybe not so obvious, but for Oud Gold is this one here, Zerof 565. For me, this is just a more masculine approach to Oud Gold, very similar DNA. I told you it wasn't such a unique smell, Oud Gold. This smells so similar, but as I said, it's got musk and amber added to the same similar notes to Oud Gold. And for me, just a bit more masculine. I much prefer this as a scent. It does still draw compliments, not half as much as Oud Gold, I have to say, but for me, I much prefer wearing this one. I feel more comfortable wearing this one. Next, I can't say these are all replacements for, it's not a replacement for French Riviera or a replacement for God of Fire, but it's this one here that I've actually picked up midsummer. It's Mazda by Acqua di Sardinia. Now, very difficult to get hold of. You can get their private lines in London, but actually the only place I know you can pick this one up here is in Sardinia itself. But this one for me has a beautiful bit of like blackcurrant in there. It's got some nice spices, so it is quite masculine. It's a great daily wear in the summer. You can get away with it in high heat. And it's just something I never knew about coming into the summer. Once I found it, discovered it, I wasn't even 100% convinced this was gonna get worn that much. I ended up wearing this most of the time in my trip to Greece and ended up falling in love with it. So for that, it's still in my top 5 most worn summer fragrances. And finally, the last fragrance to my list of most worn this summer is Acqua di Gio's Profundo. Everyone knows about this one, has been known about this one for years, but it is still as good as the day it was released. I absolutely love this fragrance. If I'm ever struggling, I don't know what to wear, this is just the easiest pick up and wear. I know it's gonna last me long enough. It's super good in high heat. For me, I get good performance out of it as well. It's just the easiest dumb grab, spray on and know that you're good for the day. I absolutely love this fragrance here. It will always top it up. And it is still, for the second summer in a row, in my heavy rotation. And so that is it. They are my 5 most worn summer fragrances. Get in the comments, let me know what fragrances are you wearing the most this summer. Are you still wearing the ones you thought you were going to be wearing at the start of the summer? Have you got some new ones in your collection? Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And guys, we'll see you in the next video.